Hello, ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here, back with more Let's Play Shining Wisdom. So, yeah, we're here in the barracks. Alfred's asleep, so, if you already looked around the castle, well, I catch 40 winks, eh? Make sure you're bright-eyed for our watch. So, basically, that's basically it. We could look around. I don't think there's anything else we can actually find at the moment. So we'll just go ahead and go to sleep and get ready for tonight's watch. And creepy fog. I'm so sleepy today. Is it just me? Well, I'm kind of sleepy today, yeah. I thought I was the only one. Bet it's this creepy fog. What was I just talking about? Know any show tunes? But what, really? Okay. Show tunes help Alfred stay awake. I can't even keep my eyes propped open. I'm just gonna... Can you keep watch while I steal a few winks? Just a very few, I promise. Sure, why not? You are certainly bred from generous stock, Maud. Yeah, we're a nice guy. Promise it'll only be a short nap, and he's out cold. Which is kind of freaky that he just falls over like that. Alright, and down at the other end of the courtyard we have an elf. And that is our profile picture, one of the few times that we will actually see that. Look how... He looks kind of badass. He looks very, very similar to some of the heroes from Shining Force 1 or Shining Force Sword of Vijaya. Or Haja. I've had that conversation before. So, the rare burrowing elf makes it to a set of ruins within the Odegon courtyard. Let's go investigate, see what's going on. And naturally we move a little bit slower in sand. You can use a record book. No, I don't really think we need a record book right about now. That seems a little soon, don't you think? Alright, so we are now in a cave. There's slugs. Wonderful slugs everywhere. Pokey slugs. Poke the slugs. That's one thing I don't like. So, 16 and 32-bit era games that have the little blinky, like, damage sections, they never translate well to being recorded. I've never been able to record them. I know one person that I followed was able to do it through, emulator settings on SNES games, but it's not anything I've ever been able to do on, the Saturn itself. So, the first thing that we got down there was a life stock increase, and I was trying to avoid falling into the hole, because obviously we know where it would take us. So we just need to make our way across there. But yes, so much like heart containers, we have little fire containers that have a little bit harder to understand system of how much health they have based off of how extinguished the fire is. It's a little more confusing. Alright, and in the treasure chest we have a healing herb, so that's good. But yeah, we don't really get the transparencies. I really hate that, because that's, you know, one of the nicest things about this is just the interesting visual effects. And that's something that never gets translated well into recording. It has something to do with how the flicker effect actually works. I remember reading an article about it, about the shield in Sonic 2, specifically. Because that's really one of the easiest to show examples. Because the shields kind of do that. So, we've got the burrowing elf again, just kind of going off, doing his thing. If we go up here, there is a set of stairs going down, but we don't need to do that because obviously that floor breaks away like the last one. So that's something to keep in mind. It'll fall down. There's really nothing down there. So, and we will be coming back to this dungeon after we complete it. So it's, I went on the wrong side. Oh, I can get around. That was actually quite helpful. It's like, oh, I'm gonna have to fall. Nope. I am, however, going to just ram into enemies, left and right. Come here, bat. There we go. So I was discussing that there was a flickering issue on the last episode. Did not translate to the YouTube recording, or to the YouTube upload. It's visible in the raw recording, but not on YouTube, so something that YouTube does to compress it. But it's also not showing up today. So I don't know. I don't know. I want to say it's some sort of static interference, but nothing changed since the last time I recorded and today, and then I don't understand. There's a lot of confusion that's surrounding it. Like, looking at it, it's like, yeah, that looks like maybe some sort of signal interference. No, nothing going on today. So, and at the very least, it doesn't seem to translate to the YouTube version, so I am getting my ass kicked by these ridiculous enemies. There we go. Would you stop that? Alright, so there's only sand down here, not anything we can really do. So we can come up here, avoid falling into the holes, and we get a view of the digging elf, who also can fly. I mean, look at that jump! That leap! I wonder what his vertical leap is. He must be a ringer for the elven basketball team. Seriously, do you think I don't... Let's say Mars is fully grown, so we'll say average height 5'11". There's at least 2 to 3... like Mars could go about 2.5 times lengthwise across that chasm, not to mention this one. In the treasure chest we get a vigilance spall. I don't know what a vigilance spall is. One thing's for certain, I'm not attempting to jump over this lava flow. I better check on Alfred, I've been gone quite a while. I mean, look at that. Look at it. You can't even see. It's like pole vaulting to the extreme. Alright, so now we basically just have to work our way back out, without taking too much damage from the peanut gallery. I really don't like the hitboxes for a lot of these enemies. That's probably my biggest complaint about this game. Everything else about the game I find kind of oddly charming, but the enemy hitboxes kind of suck. But also, the sword really is the most useless weapon in this game, which seems ironic, doesn't it? Alright, let's just fall down here, because we actually need to get to the exit, which we can't really get to by going back the way we came, because disintegrating platforms like that disintegrate from the same end. So if we got on it at the other end, it would start disintegrating at this end, and we'd meet it about halfway. Which, kind of a strange flaw. Like, you would think they would have, you know, coded that in a little differently, but no, that's how it works. So, like here, no way to get to it without falling, so we just have to fall. It's a little ridiculous. Alright. I love that I can kill the slugs in one hit. Alright, and there's nothing over here other than another slug. So yeah, basically all that was here was the vigilance ball and the life crystal. I don't think he'll be getting all of the life crystals. There are a lot of them hidden, and there really aren't any good guides for this. I've been looking at importing one of the Japanese guides, but by the time I get it, according to shipping, I'd probably already be done with the project. So I probably should have done that beforehand, but... Alright, so... we leave, and Alfred wakes up, feeling refreshed. What were you doing over by the shrine? Looking for spooks? No, we already called the Ghostbusters, they're all gone. Nothing ever happens here. Well, except for that incident 10 years ago where a dragon attacked and killed my dad. But I don't think we know about that yet. But we'll know about it here in this episode, so I'm jumping the gun a little bit. The night was uneventful. No disturbances. Love how Alfred's like, yeah, nothing happened, because I was totally asleep. You're certain of that, young man? Nothing happened? Yes, nothing. So he asks us, it's like, did anything happen? It's like, well, you know, you can say yes or no, and really nothing important did happen. We followed a creepy elf into the shrine, but that was about it. I mean, I kind of consider that nothing, really. So, nothing important was observed during our watch. This is fantastic news. You must go to his audience chamber at once and tell him what you just told us. The news of no import will make the king happy. I don't understand. No news is good news, you know? It could just be a slow day for the king. Alright, so now we get to go talk to the king. Thanks for covering for me back there, Mars. I would have been severely punished. Alright, so we need to go talk to the king and find out what's going on. So, let's go do that. And... I don't know how to get anywhere in this castle. Well, that's the way out, so that's not helpful. So, yeah, that's one of the reasons why I was like, maybe you should actually explore. I have no idea how to get anywhere in this place. Alright, so we're on the ground floor. I don't think it's on the ground floor. Pretty sure... maybe this way? Yes, this way. Haha! It's been forever since I played this game, and I'm like, I still kinda have an idea of where I'm going. Alright. So, the guards over at the west gate were overcome by elfin magic. I suggest that this guard perhaps has an immunity to elven magic. It's all very suspicious. I must have more security. Alright, so apparently elves broke in the night. And we're being announced, so it's time for us to go talk to the king. Alright, walk up. You are Mars. I've been quite anxious to meet you. What do you think of our newest recruit? Kaisel. He mirrors the image of Sir Giles. Well, at least I know I look like Dad, so... It's been 10 years since the Black Day when the dragon attacked. So, yeah, Dad saved the kingdom from a dragon 10 years ago, so to say nothing happens here is a little bit disingenuous. Alright, so... last night we had a serious breach of security. At the west side of the castle, all the guards were found asleep. When they were queried, each had no idea how it happened. The only constant was that each cited a strange fog that came across the castle. So elves can summon magic fog to put us to sleep. Oh, and the black elf has cursed the princess. Oh, I don't think he was supposed to say that in front of us. Alright, so what's going on, guys? That's unaffected by the attack of elf magic. Well, I was, mostly because I went inside the shrine. So, I don't know what the area of effect is of this magic fog. And as a result, we're going to get promoted to the Elite Guard. Lars and Alfred, as of tonight, you are hereby promoted to the Elite Castle Guard. We'll be assigned to guard the princess with our very lives. Haha, fantastic. I love how Alfred doesn't have a weapon. We're sitting here carrying a sword around all the time, and he's just... no weapon. Alright, so... there's no more important... What about protecting the king? Would that be more important? Alright, so now we get to go back and rest some more. I'm sure you two are more than a little surprised at this turn of events. Just a bit. I have no idea what's going on. Thanks for saving my lying butt back there. So... thing is, the lie has got us into a situation that we're not entirely sure we can deal with. Or at least that's what Alfred's scared of. Alright, so it's time to go sleep. How wonderful is it? All we do is we sleep. Seems like we were, you know, preparing for our new job. Alright, so we'll just go ahead and sleep here. We got a couple of minutes, so we can go ahead and get started on the next part. So... I know it's not my place to ask. So... the scene that happened at the very beginning was Pazord and his minions cursing the princess. So, we already know something happened. We just don't know what the end result of that something is. So, can you answer something about which I've been in the dark? From what I've gathered, the rumors flying about, there's something wrong with the princess. I've surmised that the reason was the Hobbit Elder was sent away had something to do with it. Yeah, we kind of need to know what's going on. As the lad said, they need to know... Okay, so yeah. And Chancellor's like, no. Fine. I love the head nodding in this. The princess has been in a dark sleep for days due to a spell put upon her. Black Elf Pazort put the spell upon her the very night he appeared to the king and said, "Your precious daughter lies in deep sleep from which only I know the way back. For the moment she is safe, but if you do not surrender the orb, that will all change. Unfortunately, not for the better." Okay. Tell no one, not even your friend the Hobbit Elder. So, I really don't understand the hobbits. Like, that's... So, he's blackmailing the king for the orb. Is it blackmail? I think it's more hostage, holding the princess hostage for the orb. So... Alright, so I had to send away the Hobbit Elder so that he didn't catch wind of what was going on. If the king hands over the orb, the Dark Titan. His dear daughter Satiro languish in eternal slumber. Well, you know, sleep's a good thing. The only thing that keeps the Dark Elf Pazard at bay is the Royal Tiara. Alright, so she has a magic tiara that protects her, but does not prevent her from being kidnapped. Alright, so... she can be kidnapped, she can be cursed. I guess she can't just be directly killed? This seems weird. That's a very strange power for a protective tiara. Oh, the fog's back. The fog's back. This is not good. I'm already getting a very bad feeling about this. Why don't you patrol the perimeter first, while I watch at the princess's door? Alright, so yeah, we can look around. But for now, this is actually probably where we want to end this episode, because it's going to get way more entertaining soon. So I'm going to go, and I will see you guys in the next installment, where we will figure out what's happening with this creepy fog. So till then, later everyone.